Hello, welcome everyone. This is Fran, your holistic hygienist here at Dr. Krasinski's Holistic Dental Center. And I know we've been talking to you about our new series, New Me. And Dr. Krasinski has been giving you lots of great information. And I want to continue a little bit on the W, which is wellness. And he did talk a little bit about what wellness means. And there's lots of different aspects of wellness. And he talked a little bit about emotional wellness. That is, namely stress, especially in this type of environment. Today I'm going to talk to you about spiritual wellness. Now, I'm not necessarily talking about a dogma or a religion, specifically, something that you go to a church for, or a synagogue, or a mosque, or whatever, but it's something a little more different. It's something about having a connectivity or a sense of oneness, or something, believing something that's bigger than yourself. And I'm actually going to read to you a definition of spirituality, which I really, really like. So bear with me just one minute. Spiritual wellness is being connected to something greater than yourself and having a set of values, principles, morals, and beliefs that provide a sense of purpose and meaning to your life. Then using those principles to guide your actions. I love that definition because that's what really it's about. It's about finding out who you are and having connection with oneness and the big scheme of things, and then having that guide how you're going to treat your fellow man, and how you're going to behave in certain environments. And they show that actually having some spiritual wellness is going to increase your physical health, because it reduces anxiety, it reduces blood pressure, it helps in anger management, believe it or not, because sometimes if you ever get so mad that you're like, I got to count to 10, so counting to 10 is actually putting you in a mindfulness state so that actually it can diffuse you. So that's part of what we're talking about. So having that sense of oneness, something that's greater than ourselves, and we're a piece of that puzzle, can help us be very well, because if we have spiritual wellness and other aspects of wellness and physical wellness, that's a part of a holistic lifestyle, right? Mind, body, spirit. So I want to encourage you to find that place that's going to give you joy and happiness. Now, I have some suggestions of having some spiritual wellness if you're not accustomed to, whether it be, doing crystals or meditations, or, going to church, or having prayer groups, or, just having some mindfulness time alone, just finding that place where you can become centered and really become the best version of yourself. So here's some tips on what you can do to boost your spiritual wellness. And the first one would be personal reflection. Just taking time and just take inventory of what your life has been like, and what you've been doing lately, and what you've been thinking about, and how you can become more connected to yourself and to the higher power, or whatever you want to call it, or the energy. So just finding a full inventory of what's going on in your body and in your mind and in your spirit. Just reconnect with that. Just take a few minutes to do that. Also, finding mentorship, finding somebody who has a like-mindedness with you, who is maybe farther in the path than you are. Maybe it's a deacon in your church, or if it's a imam, or in your mosque, or a rabbi or a rebbe, whatever you want to, whatever's in your synagogue. Somebody who you aspire to be, or someone that can help you grow in your spirituality, or someone that'll help you with meditations. If you have that monkey brain and you just can't stop the chatter, and just having somebody get you to a point of mindfulness that you can actually meditate and get that deep sense of oneness, and your brain stopping and enjoying that moment. Using your crystals, if you're always interested in crystals, try to find how to use them, what each one means, your quartz, your rose quartz, your tourmaline, and all those things. So it's a nice time to do that. Take 10 to reflect, which means take about 10 minutes a day, kind of like what I said a little bit earlier, taking time to reflect on what you've done, and how you've connected with your family and your friends and your coworkers, and just everybody in general, on how, just reflect on what all the wonderful things that has happened in your life. All right, just have that gratitude, have that sense of gratitude, and like really feel it. Meditation, I already mentioned, and I find meditation to be extremely helpful in stopping the chatter in my mind, because sometimes things get very hectic. And we need to take that time to get ourselves regrouped and recentered. So that meditation, even if it's only for a couple of minutes, it doesn't have to be a long hour meditation. It could just be for 5 minutes, 2 minutes, sometimes even just doing it in the shower. Don't close your eyes, but just, have some meditative thoughts, just deep breathing, just sitting in the chair and do your deep breathing and just help slowing your mind and slowing your body. It's just extremely helpful. There's so many meditation apps and there's so many meditation groups. You can probably even find something online, in this day and age where everybody's kind of stuck in the house. You probably can find some groups that you can do online meditations, and there's apps and things you can download on your phone, I'm sure. So it's a great way to get reconnected. Now, yoga is also a way of meditation. It actually incorporates breathing too. So yoga is a great way of connecting with one. So if you're not doing yoga, it's a nice time to start. Just lay the mat out and just do very simple poses. Just slow the mind, slow your breath, and just get into that groove. Care for the body. Okay, it's very easy. We're home all day, and that refrigerator is calling your name, and it's dragging you, and it's like a magnet pulling you to the fridge or to the cabinets. But trying to really be mindful of how we're taking care of the temple. Okay, there's a lot of scriptures that say that our body is our temple. So if we put junk in there, then we're disrespecting the temple, right? So we need to put clean water, clean food, clean supplements, anything that we can do to enhance our health is just going to be overall great to improve our spiritual wellness. Also, do good works. Volunteering. I mean, here in this environment, we're hearing a lot about volunteering, how people are going out of their way to deliver groceries to our shut-in elderly, or people who are bringing food to food pantries. People are out of work and they're not working. So being able to give back and help these people who are in need now. Helping somebody's children are having difficulty with a subject, and you think that maybe you can aid assistance. Do it on Zoom, okay, or FaceTime. Trying to help where you can. We all have talents and gifts that we should share. So this is a time that we can certainly do that, improve our spiritual wellness. Build rituals, which means like when you do something on a daily basis, it becomes a habit or a ritual. In the morning I do my certain things, and night before I go to bed I do my certain rituals and do my little bit of meditation and all that. In the morning I make sure I take my supplements, I do my mindfulness, I take a few minutes, do my deep breathing, and I just get myself centered for the day. So whatever your rituals are, and if you don't have any, maybe it's a good idea to start with just a couple simple ones and just make that a habit, and it just keeps you kind of on that even keel. It really is very beneficial. Gratitude journal. A lot of people love to journal. I personally don't do it, but I do think about everything that I'm grateful for. I do have a gratitude, thankfulness mind meditation that I do. Because for those of you who know me, I had a medical issue last year, a fairly serious one, but I am now, as you can see, I'm really good. I'm doing great, and I am grateful every day. I feel it in every cell of my body. My gratitude is so deep and so profound. Every day, I'm going to get emotional. Everybody that I have ever met in my life, I have such deep gratitude for them being in my life. And every experience that I've had, bad or good, has been so instrumental in making me the person I am today. And I am so deeply grateful. So, and I hope that you can find that time to find that gratitude. I had a really rough time last year, but I found that silver lining. It made me more grateful, made me slow down. It gave me more perspective on my life and my family and my friends. And it just changed me so positively that I will never be the old me again. I am the new me, and I am so deeply grateful for it. It's the best thing that ever happened to me. Having those challenges made me a better person. So I pray that you don't have to go through a challenge to be able to find a way to be a new me. I'm so grateful that I am. And then yeah, and explore ancient practices, things like herbalism, crystal healing, um, chakra balancing, things that you've kind of been interested in or you used to do and you kind of fell out of because life got too busy. I used to do a lot of energy work. I used to do a lot of chakra balancing and all that, but life got busy. I got married, I had a kid, and things just got hectic, and I just stopped doing it. So now I've had more time and I'm trying to revisit that again. I sit in my corner in my basement, I have a beautiful bookcase with with a lot of my books, and I have my meditations, I have, CDs. And so I just try to reconnect as much as I can, because I know it's important, because it's very easy to um, stop doing that. The way life is hectic and there's so much technology and we are so plugged in, we need to unplug and reconnect to the higher, as opposed to reconnecting to the power of the computer. So here's to your wellness, and here's to you finding your new center. And I pray for you that you will find happiness in this crazy environment that we're in right now. And I hope you find this a little bit helpful. And if you have questions, we can always help you and give you more information. And I am looking forward to talking to you about the next phase of wellness in the next video.